Today on Tanaka Homestead, we're going to talk about growing okra in your backyard garden, as well as how to harvest those seeds. So here is all of my Clemson spineless okra. I love this variety and I tend to stick with this one. But all looking really good and really healthy. We are coming towards the end of the season, but I always enjoy this time of year because I absolutely love okra. Remember, this is a warm season fruit. I plant it down here in Central Florida in the beginning of June or so, maybe a little earlier, but you have to make sure that you plant it after the last frost, okay? Definitely don't tolerate that. Thrives in warm soil. So you want to plant it in full sun, well-drained soil, and you want to make sure that you water adequately. Takes about 2.5 to 3 months to flower, and as you can see here, these are all very well established and looking pretty good. But if you do the right thing with these plants, I'm telling you, they're very easy to grow, very easy to maintain, and you can get a lot of okra from them. I would consider okra a pretty low maintenance plant. I mean, once they get going, they keep producing throughout the entire season unless something crazy happens, like you have a pest issue or fungal, viral, or bacterial disease that affects your plant. But overall, I think okra is pretty hardy. So it takes about 2.5 to 3 months for okra to start flowering. But I'm gonna tell you, once they start flowering, you better be ready to come out here and pick at least every other day. But for me, I have to come out here every day to pick. Otherwise, those okras, I mean, they get huge and they get huge quick. Now, if you plan on harvesting the seeds, that's what you want. But on a whole, you want to make sure to harvest them when they're about 3 inches in length, no more than that. Otherwise, they get tough and hard like a stick or tree bark. You want them nice and tender. If you're going to harvest seeds, you have to make sure that you either isolate the plant that you plan on harvesting the seeds from or grow the same variety in your entire garden. Because if you have mixed varieties of okra, which I'm not opposed to, you may have hybrid seeds. So just be careful of that. Okay, so I'm gonna leave these on. Probably by tomorrow, these will be big enough. This one too, I'm gonna leave those on. These I've kept on the okra plant for about 12 days since I marked them, and you'll notice a big difference. These are super hard, okay? You would never want to even attempt to eat this, it'll taste terrible. But I want to save these because I want to get the seeds from them. So there are a few others that we marked. So here are all the very large okra that I marked, and I just want to show you, this is what the okra should be as far as size when you pick it. So these are way bigger than what you would ever want to use to eat, but I wanted them to get big because I want those seeds to be big. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to place these on my porch and I'm going to give them some more time to dry out. Here are all of the okra that I left on my plants to get nice and big. Whenever I want to harvest seeds, I keep them on there for a long time so they can continue to grow. Then I harvested them when they weren't growing anymore and I put them on my table, and they've been out here for about 4 to 5 weeks. Now everybody does this differently. Some people leave them on the plants and let them almost completely dry out, and I mean they're so dry that they're almost split open. Other people like to tie string or put fishing line through them with a needle and hang them to dry. There's multiple things you can do here, but I have always found it's much easier just to put them on the table. I am very excited to start harvesting my seeds. So we're going to focus on these. These are the really dried out ones. You can tell here that the corners are even split open, which is nice, and you can feel it's definitely dry. I am not going to do anything with these because there's still green left and these are not completely dried out. So I'm going to set these aside and let them continue to dry out, and when they do, I'll repeat the same process. Now what's neat about this, look, can you hear that? Those are our seeds in there. So the easiest way to access the okra seeds is to take the top of it and twist it Okay, and when you do that, your okra seeds, it starts, you know, the section opens up and your seeds are right there. So I'm going to go ahead and open this. Oop. And I'm going to put all my okra seeds on the table. Oop, 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 oop. Here are all my beautiful, dark, round, firm okra seeds. This is exactly what you want. I couldn't ask for anything more. Over here, we have all the dried okra. Look at this. That outer shell is completely dry. Add that to your compost. Look at all of these beautiful okra seeds. I am so excited about this. I'm going to go ahead and put them in a storage container and save them for this upcoming summer. Thank you so much for watching my channel. I surely hope that this video was helpful. Make sure to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and leave a comment. Happy gardening. Bye-bye.